Time is a vast expanse, an infinite space where events unfold in a complex web of interconnected moments. Imagine a big piece of paper, your own personal time space, where different activities are drawn in separate sections. In one corner, you might find yourself eating breakfast, while in another, you're playing outside. In our traditional view of time, events unfold in a linear fashion, one after the other in a neat sequence. You eat breakfast first, then you play outside. The act of eating breakfast gives you the energy to engage in play. It's a simple cause and effect relationship, a chain of events that we are all familiar with. But what if we shift our perspective and view time as a series of separate spaces on that piece of paper? Each activity exists in its own space, disconnected, yet still influencing one another. You might move from the breakfast space to the playing space, with the energy from your meal fueling your outdoor adventures. The events are no longer strictly sequential, but rather interconnected in a more fluid and dynamic way. This new concept challenges the traditional notion of time as a linear progression of events. It allows us to see how actions in one space can have an impact on events in another, even if they are not directly connected in a chronological sense. Eating breakfast in one space can influence your playtime in another, creating a web of relationships that transcend the constraints of traditional causality. Imagine a playground divided into sections, each representing a different activity. In one section, kids are eating lunch, while in another, they are playing soccer. These sections are like the time spaces on your paper, distinct yet interconnected. Moving from the lunch section to the soccer section, the energy from your meal propels you into the game, showcasing how events in one space can influence those in another. By viewing time as a space, we are not negating the idea of cause and effect. Instead, we are simply reimagining how events are connected and how they unfold in relation to one another. Each space has its own context, its own set of actions, but they are all part of the same intricate tapestry of time. So, as you navigate through your own time space, remember that events are not confined to a linear progression. They exist in separate yet interconnected spaces, each influencing the other in a complex dance of cause and effect. Embrace the fluidity of time, the interconnectedness of moments, and see how the simple act of eating breakfast can shape the course of your day in ways you never imagined.